Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to a brand new week and welcome to today's market updates. Edmund here. So, we ended last week with the US dollar gaining strength on a Wednesday and then consolidating on a Thursday, and then after strengthening again on a Friday. Okay, so the US dollar is currently in a consolidation phase. However, it came up from a very good support levels of 92.15, and currently it is still on a slightly bullish trend. So but we got to watch for some resistances in the short term. However, the near term target would be at 93.83 resistance levels. So for today, Monday 24th of August 2020, the economic calendar is extremely empty today. We had the New Zealand's quarterly retail sales numbers released at 6:45 a.m. local Singapore time this morning, and the numbers came in at negative 14.6%. Although it was a negative figure, it was still marginally better than the negative 16.3%, which the markets expected. Okay, so there's an improvement in quarterly retail sales from New Zealand. And later tonight at 9 p.m. Singapore time, China will be announcing or releasing their monthly conference board leading index numbers. Again, minor data, nothing much to shout about. However, please remember that the UK markets are still operating today, and along with the US markets later tonight. So we will be expecting movements on the US dollar also later today, and also on the UK pound, and also on the euro dollar together with gold prices. Okay, so nothing much to look for again in terms of economic events today. However, just watch out for the UK and US trading markets. So news in focus, the US dollar strengthened on Friday as we saw just now on the charts, and finished higher for the week. Of course, there was a very good set of economic data coming out from the US. Last Friday we had the services and manufacturing PMI numbers, which came in well above market expectations. So this was last Friday's set of data from Europe itself. We also had some services and manufacturing PMI numbers. The numbers for France came in below market expectations. The numbers for Germany, manufacturing came in above, and services came in below market expectations. EURUSD data, manufacturing and services came in below market expectations. And for the UK, it was way above market expectations. Manufacturing coming in at 55.3 versus market expectation of 54.0, and services came in at 60.1 above market expectations of 57. Towards the evening last Friday, the US manufacturing PMI also beat market expectations, coming in at 53.6, and services PMI came in at 54.8. Okay, so altogether, positive set of numbers for the UK and also the US, which are the major economies in the world. And also existing home sales in the US increased to 5.86 million. Home sales and property numbers from the US has been increasing or improving for the last 3 weeks now. So it looks like there's a healthy sign of purchasing activities, especially with the low interest rates in the US markets and also globally. Okay, so moving on to technical charts analysis. Again, we see the US dollar consolidating, forming a very good support and moving up on a last Wednesday. On Tuesday, it consolidated and had some retracements, and on Friday at 9 plus 5, 14, 2 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, the US dollar strengthens all the way. Okay, so similar pattern as the US dollar strengthened from 2 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time on last Friday. We saw the UK pound weakening from 2 p.m. after testing this resistance again. Okay, after testing this resistance again at 1.3253, then after it started to move down convincingly from 1.3239 levels all the way to the US trading session, touching a low of 1.3060, coming down a total of about 180 pips. Okay, so as you can see, support resistance coming down again to the support levels. So very nice move for the UK pound on last Friday. Currently, the UK pound has gone quiet along with the US dollar. Um, as you can see, the US dollar index is not really moving much, and so is the UK pound. Okay, so it will probably consolidate for a while, and if the US dollar does push down, we could see the UK pound push up slightly. Immediate resistance levels or target price will be 1.3154, which is about 60 pips to the upside. And if the US dollar pushes up to test this last Friday's resistance again, if the US dollar does strengthen, we could see the UK pound push down further to the next support levels of 1.3044, which is about 50 pips to the downside. Okay, so based on current levels for the UK pound, 50 pips to the upside and 50 pips to the downside. Similar story for the euro dollar. Again, as the US dollar was strengthening on last Friday, we do see the euro dollar weakening also at the same time. 9 plus 5, 14, 2 p.m. It weakens from 1.1881 all the way to a low of 1.1754, going down about 127 pips. Okay, and again, currently it has gone quiet. Okay, that's gone quiet, and to the downside, we could be looking at the next target price of 1.1713, which is about 86 pips to the downside. And to the upside, we could be having a resistance over here at 1.1829, which is about 30 pips to the upside. Okay, so those will be the short-term target prices for the euro dollar for today. Gold prices again came down last Wednesday. Okay, coming down about 78, almost $80. Okay, and consolidated on Thursday, and last Friday it continued to maintain its bearish tone, going down from the morning session about 8 a.m. from 1,955 all the way to a low of 1,911 US dollars. This was about 44 US dollar movements down, and then after it rebounded back pretty strongly, moving back up 35 US dollars. Okay, so currently gold prices will be consolidating, but it has a potential to test the immediate support levels will be at 1924, which is about $9 to the downside. The second support levels will be at 1911, which is about $22 to the downside. And to the upside, we could be looking at we could be looking for gold to test the recent highs again of 1955, which is about $22 or $23 to the upside. And the next resistance levels will be at 1965, which is about $34 to the upside. But gold is definitely still in a bearish range, and there's a higher tendency for it to push down rather than up at the moment. Okay, so again, watch out for the UK and US trading sessions, and before you take any buy or sell trade, make sure you understand the latest movements, chart patterns, and relevant news before you take a buy or sell trade. Silver prices again, it is mirroring the movements of gold. So gold has been going down since last Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we do see silver prices also moving down last Wednesday, Thursday, and last Friday. Okay, so currently silver prices are also weak. Moving on to oil prices. Oil prices broke through the bullish uptrend on last Thursday, coming down from $42.72 to a low of $41.67, and managed a very quick recovery. However, on last Friday, again at about 8 plus 5, 13, which is 1 p.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, oil prices pushed down from 42.94 all the way to a low of 41.50, going down $1.44 before having a pretty good recovery at about 12 a.m. Last Friday, recovered all the way to $42.39, pushing back up 89 cents. Okay, so again, markets are expecting the OPEC countries to gradually increase their oil production again. However, the coronavirus situation globally and also the lockdowns are still very much in force, meaning that the demand for crude oil could still be could be largely subdued due to the lockdowns and quarantines, and people are unable to travel by car, by sea, by air, and to consume more oil. Okay, so that is still a major concern. However, we do see oil prices trying very hard to support above 41 US dollar levels, which it has done. So yeah, so we would have to wait and see for newer developments and latest news to see where oil prices can potentially go. Okay, but for me, oil prices has gone sideways for quite some time, for about 2 weeks now. Not much volatility and excitement at the moment. So I guess we just probably wait and see for it to either decide to move up or down. Okay, but relatively, I think at 40, 41, 42 US dollars, it is about the right price for oil prices in terms of global supply and demand at the moment. Okay, S&P 500 has been testing this resistance of 3397 for a couple of days, and currently it is breaking through 3397, touching a high of 3405. And at the moment, it seems like things are pretty rosy for the US equity markets, and to a certain extent, the US economy in terms of, again, the manufacturing and services PMI numbers, and also the recent improvements in the housing numbers in the US. Okay, so coupled with the ongoing negotiations in the US regarding their phase 4 of the financial stimulus package, if that one passes Congress and gets approved, and the financial aid is distributed in the US economy, we could possibly see maybe the US equities pushing even higher. Okay, so and of course, the most important booster for all economic activities, if there's a new announcement on COVID-19, the approval of COVID-19 vaccines, then of course we could see things start to change dramatically, okay, for the better. And yeah, so a lot of these COVID-19 vaccine trials are in phase 3 or phase 4 of testing and approvals. So again, I would say from now until the end of September and also the end of October would be very crucial in terms of getting the latest progress updates regarding the COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, so yeah, economic calendar a bit quiet, but again, markets are still open. UK and US traders are still around, so watch out for the movements later. If there's not much movement, you can't see anything today, then we will wait for tomorrow. Okay, so have a good trading day ahead, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the latest market updates. Have a good day. Thank you. Take care.